Well, we are live, and I am alive. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. Sources tell me there's probably not going to be anybody showing up. But anyway, say hello to my little friends. You know, if I keep on like this, and I keep on doing good in America, people might call me an American Maine. Ugh. An American Maine. Ugh. It makes my spine shiver. Ugh. Makes my bones quake at the thought. Dear God, no. I would never stoop down as low as to grind out just America. Yuck. You don't get me wrong. I do like a good American tech tree, but sometimes it's better to do other things rather than, well, this. I hope your pillow is warm tonight. No, my pillow and my bed has been warm for the past 3 or 4 days. My AC is going to keep it very cold, and I want it that way. That makes me want to sing the song. I want it that way. God, no, shoot me. Just shoot me if I ever start singing that song. Also, apparently I have, I think I had like 10 or 9 or 10 days left in premium that I could still use. So hopefully, the plan is that next week, or this week coming, Tuesday, no, I did not forget to charge my controller. My controller is, both of them are charged, so that's actually very good. But Tuesday, the headset is going to hopefully get here. Depends on if Amazon can do what they say they're going to do. But we all know how that goes. Amazon sucks. Anyway, oh my, immediately kills tree. Hey, look, guys. It's the rare KV-1S that everyone freaking uses, even though it's basically just a friggin' medium tank. A Capri Sun. Dude, I don't even drink those things. I drink sodas and some tea. And unless I have slippery hands, which last time I checked I did not, my ability to hold my own drink is perfectly fine, so thanks, but no thanks. What vehicle is this coming down the road? That's an M24. Yeah, I'm not, I promise, Mr. Herman the German, I promise this is not me wanting to do this, but I have been reading some books on modern vehicles, and I kind of want to get the baby or the baby Abrams, so that's more or less what I'm doing. But I'm not planning on grinding this all night. I promise. Matter of fact, after this match, if you stay long enough, you can watch me maybe mess with some German stuff. I don't like hearing tanks. Herman the German here is, or as I refer to him as Mr. Herman, he is actually a very kind and very entertaining YouTuber who messes with Germany, mostly. And he highlights some of the best highlights some of the best tanks that Germany has to offer, in my opinion, including the Porsche Tiger. I like the Porsche Tiger. Porsche Tiger is my... Yeah, you say only Germany, quote unquote, and then you forget Herman the Sherman that Bowtime Gaming named. I can't go I legit cannot go anywhere, because if I go anywhere, there's an M24 waiting to eat me. And there's another tank to my other side. That's a Puma. That was the wrong type of vehicle. Come on, Puma boy. Dude, I'm about to get shot in the back. I really am. Okay, go to bed. I don't know why he thinks he's got to do that every time he goes in here. Dude, I want to kill him so bad, but I can't. Like, if I legit try to kill him, I'm gonna die, so... Oh, look at him being cheeky. Clever girl. Oh, that is a loud boom. I know what he's doing, and I don't think... Where was the Sherman? He went high. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Like, I hate playing America. Like, I will admit, I do like my M24. Come to find out, though, the M24, big freaking whoopsie doopsie here. The M24 is actually not a World War II-esque vehicle. It was actually more or less used in Vietnam. So why they have it going against World War II vehicles, I don't know. Because it's actually a Vietnamese, well, a Vietnamese tank, but it was used more in Vietnam than it was. That little prick is sitting right there, and I'm friggin' staring at him, and it's hilarious. Watch. Where did the smoke shell go? Dude, the smoke shells are glitching out. Of course not. Oh, please. Okay.
Request air recon.
Herman, I don't really know if you're talking to me. Oh, no! You done hurt your arm now, too? Bro, what? Am I in your servers? No, I'm reading a book. It's actually a very entertaining to read book. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Scheiße. Dude, that Swedish and that German tank are really working together really well. I'm not even gonna lie. No, you better not. And don't call me freaking Wolfie. That is for one person, and she happens to not be here, so hush.
Attack the waypoint.
Dude, I guarantee you they're going to spawn camp now. I can't figure out where anybody's at, and that's ticking me off. I mean, I wouldn't mind an invite. I'd invite you to my server, but my server's full of weird people and we spam Zootopia meme or GIFs at one another because it's hilarious. But, I don't see why not. we don't talk about the yeah, he's totally not weird. Yeah, Zootopia. I absolutely love that. I love that little freaking thing. It's actually my favorite Disney movie. So, you know, call me weird, call me whatever. It's too cute to not love. Apparently the second one's supposed to come out sometime next year, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Well, if anybody didn't see that one coming. Hello, my superiors would like to speak with you. Oh look, the AA truck. Did anyone else see the big friggin' AA truck thing back up? Uh-oh. No plane. Bad. Airplane. Yeah, rotate. No parts. I tried. Ah. Wait a second. What's that? Why does this AA gun not have scouting capabilities? Oh, I thought that was an anti-aircraft gun. Hold on. I will give you an invite link to mine, and then you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Mine is actually recently everyone's been more quiet than normal, which is kind of interesting, but here you go. Boy, you better not. I'm afraid to join yours. Nah, Herman. Now Herman. Now Herman. Before you get mad, his name is Hetzy the Hetzer. All right, Hetzy the Hetzer's here. Herman, don't rage. Herman, don't rage because I did this, but I also did this. See, Hetzy the Hetzer, he's seen a lot of crap, so he's a little bit too happy now. He's always drunk. And then, of course, we have the beautifulness. Yeah, Hetzy the Hetzer is always drunk. What was I researching, by the way? Oh yes, the VK. Let's go. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, it's there if you'd like. I don't have many people. I mean, I've got 127 subscribers. What have you done to my boy? I have put him through hell. But I also have my own command tank now. Of course, they wouldn't. They told me when I went to they told me when I went to the Panzer dealership that they didn't have any more Panzer 4Hs that they could modify, so they had to give me a Panzer 4J. So, I mean, I'm a little upset about that, but, I mean, what can you do? We're at war.
Getting down. Attack the D point.
Alright, let's spawn over here. I already saw the Discord server. I'm very upset. Alright, Hetzy the Hetzer is on its way. You know, Herman, you play as realistically as you possibly can, and I'm the guy that acts funny and stupid. I did this with the Panthers too. Yeah, compared to what I've seen, like, I've seen people mount Waiku pillows and stuff on their freaking German tanks, so this is nowhere near as bad as that. Herman would rage if he saw the Waiku pillows on a German tank, I think. Oh god, I hate this street. This is the wrong street. Darn it, I knew I should have took that right turn at Albuquerque. Hey look! It's my distant cousin that's mounted on a slightly better hull. And the crew isn't completely crammed into one spot. You know, I've recently found out that the Tigers, the Panthers, and every single tank is actually not center. I always thought that the Panzer IVs were center. Well, I knew the early versions weren't. They were really badly off center, but I recently found out that even the Tiger IIs are completely off kilter. Not by much. T-34. I love the fact I proceeded to slam on brakes. I got it covered, guys. Leave it to the American to charge in like an idiot. He's gonna die in about 5, 4. Told you. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on fire. Look at the OM-22. Got a little fella. Dude, a KV-1 killed him. Herman left. He got upset. Oh no. Gone. Call it the yeet cannon. Rotate around. Rotate around. Please tell me they killed that. Okay, they did. They have not killed him. How have they not killed a KV? Yeah, I'm a little scared I'm going to come through this alleyway and there's just going to be a T-34 on the other end. Yak-10s are scary. I legit hear Russians. The Russians, they're everywhere. I sound like one of those people that have seen way too much action, or just paranoid. The Russians are everywhere. Protect your children. Don't beat your wife. What'd she do to you? She make that cold sandwich again? I'm trying to not be a blind German and not check my corners, but I'm a little scared around every corner in this thing, considering I don't have a turret. There's a Yak-10. There's a Yak-10. I'm gonna freaking die to a Yak-10. If I died to a Yak-10, I think I would honestly rage. Well, I don't know about in this thing. This thing's just kind of, you're gonna die either way. That's a T-30. What the? Oh, well, that worked. What bounced? He shot something and it bounced like crazy. Whatever it was loud and it hurt my ear. Also, Herman, I'm carrying max ammunition. What do you think about that? I've been shot. I'm gonna die. Oh no, it's a 152. Please, sir. Please have mercy on the head, sir. I'm sorry I killed your family. I am so screwed. I am so screwed. I'm so... Oh, that is such scary. Oh no. I'm gonna get yeeted. Oh, please shoot him. Please shoot him. Please shoot him. Please shoot him. He didn't kill him in time! No!
The enemy is winning. We've got to counter.
He failed me! He failed me! Oh. It's okay, I bounced shells. Although I don't think I would have bounced that even if I would have wanted to. But, yeah. Yo, what would people do if, like, based upon what nation they lived in, as to what nation they had to play and grind out first in Warthunder? Like, there would be so many people in America that would rage quit this game because they'd be stuck playing America.
Attention to the map.
I'll be glad when I get the other version of this thing, because I kind of want to get the longer version of it, or at least the longer barrel. Also, Herman, how's your jaw? I know you've been talking a lot about your jaw surgery and everything. How'd that go? You know, you say you're from Britain, and you act as if that's a bad thing. Mr. T-34, you have made a grave mistake. What? Did Russian bias just save him? Dude, Russian bias just saved him. Never mind, it didn't. It still failed him in the long run, but, I mean, he tried at least, right?
Panzergranate geladen.
Panzergranate geladen. I love that. Hello? Hello? The Germans are here. We want your tax money. We need it for the war effort. Also, I'm being smart this time. Like the smoke grenade right there. There we go. That way I can cross the street safely. There is a big Russian somewhere near me. I can hear that loud engine anywhere. I knew it, I told you. You took my track, how dare you. I take your life, how dare me. Well, I am in a predicament now because I get shot from the back and the front and I have no cover. And I already hear the Russians coming back for me. And they are very close. If I stay still, the Russians won't see me. Alright, my track's good, we're good. Clear to move. I thought I was doomed. Dude, I'm about to die, aren't I? I get the feeling I'm about to die from behind again. That's the one thing I hate about not having a turret is you can't freaking rotate anything. And it costs you so much not being able to. There's just a Zitz truck driving down the road. Like he doesn't care and he has no quarrels or anything with anybody. It's just the cutest little thing. I almost want to save him. No, I don't think I will. I think I'm going to kill him. If they don't kill him first. Where are you going? Yeah, sit down. Man, I'm getting sick of these people taking my tracks. Always the track. It's always the track. Every time. Always the flipping track. Now I'm stuck for 31 seconds, sitting with my side completely open to the enemy again. I can't take the stress. And the Germans are here. Oh my Jesus. Well, I was correct when I said the Germans were here. They just brought a T-34. Thank you so much. I cannot express to you how happy I am actually to see a friendly T-34 today. Dude, I don't know what happened to the team, but usually the Germans dominate. They did nothing today. Oh, shit. Wrong one, buddy. Should have shot him instead. And the problem is, though, his loud engine mixes in with their loud engine, so then it just causes a lot of confusion, and then everything goes south. It really does. Ooh, final blow. Even though I only got 6 kills, I got 4th place, which is decent, and I got an enemy kill assist. I wonder if Herman the German is proud of me for doing so well. I want so badly to get some of the rare tanks that they have available for Germany. Matter of fact, I might actually go through and test drive some of them just for funsies. Like, people are talking about that Germany is probably the biggest nation when it comes to having tanks in the game. I really don't care. I enjoy playing Germany. Like, Germany is that nation that you can actually depend on it being a decent nation without having to worry about everyone screaming out about bias. There's no bias in Germany, in my opinion. But let me see. I can probably go to the inventory here. Let's see. Item shop. Here we go. Oh, hold on. I might have found it. Let's see. Chests. Yeah, here we go. Alright, we're going to go look at the vehicles. Let's see. There's that monstrosity of a vehicle. Yeah, here's one. Here's one that I really, really want. The pack. I call this thing the pack wagon. I very much love this thing. Alright, so we're not going to sit with any of the really good shells. I mean, you know, Mr. Locust, I understand no APHE, but I have no problem with having no APHE in Britain. Especially once you get the armor-piercing, what is it, APDS or whatever, the armor-piercing discarding shell or whatever. I think that is probably one of my favorite shells that Britain gets their hands on. And it's such a good shell for 5.3 in my opinion. And from 5.3 up, it is just like, it's like APCR but better, and that's what makes me like it so much. I hate APCR, but I love the APDS.
Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen.
Kill it.
Fahrer bereit.
Richtschütze bereit.
The pack wagon. Hey, look! It's the bane of my existence. Oh, darn it, I missed the ammunition. How did I miss the ammunition? I'm like right here, point blank, and I'm... This is why I suck at Germany. Anyway. This is why I love playing Germany, though. Like, this... Like, Germany was like, at some point in the war, they're like, you know what? We need vehicles that can mount a decent gun. We don't care about armor. Let's get speed and mount a good gun on it, and we can just sit it somewhere, and it can move very fast and relocate if we need it to move quicker. Because if you really think about it, having something like this is so much easier than having this thing having to be towed behind a vehicle. Because the Puma would have probably had to pull this thing anyway, right? So just mounting it on the Puma just makes more sense. At least it does to me. The ultimate test. Yep, turret cheeks are still weak. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely hate using the Puma we have as the regular vehicle, but if I had this thing, I would play it pretty much every day. I think I'd enjoy this thing very much. Also, I have to test this. This is something I have been wanting to test. Because the German KV-2 I had, you could shoot it right there and it would kill it, so... Yeah, okay. That's still a thing.
Panzergranate geladen.
The only thing I see that's probably wrong with this is the fact that even though, yes, I do very much like this vehicle, and I do like the fact that they do have a secondary driver, which is actually something people don't realize. The Puma is actually one of those very rare vehicles that can be driven forwards and backwards, and it'll use, I think it has the same exact speed, but it's one of those rare vehicles that it has a driver forward and back, which makes it a really decent vehicle to have. I'll tell you, there's one really wacky vehicle that they have in the game, or that I've seen in real life, or not real life, but in like people's doing like these documentaries and stuff. And Yarn Hub did one, and it was about the post office being held off from the Germans, and the Germans brought like that commander vehicle that had like the little 20 mil mounted in it. I would love to see that thing be put in the game. That thing is so pathetically stupid looking, but it looks like it would be like the next Speedy Boy. Also, the ultimate test. Can confirm, you cannot pierce the side of an IS. At least not the turret. But if I had to give this vehicle a rating, mobility is decent. Controllability for a controller, kind of pointless, trying to drive any wheeled vehicle in the game, if I'm being honest, because like the sensitivity for the controls is a little crazy. But let's see. Let's try here. Wow, okay. Wow, I just ate that shell. It's like yum, 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 yum. There. Alright, that's a track. Track ate that one. And who says Russia has no bias? Let's try it. There. There we go. Right in between the wheels. Hey! 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 Let's tell you can drive here. He must have been packing full ammunition. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite vehicles. Rating it out of 10, I'm probably going to give it around a 6 or a 7, simply because of the fact that while it is mobile, there is a lack of armor, which is the one thing Germany is known for in this game. But it is a very good gun, mounted on a very good chassis, and I feel like it would be a very reliable vehicle in real life, and so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Simply because I love the Pak 40. I mean, the Pak 40 is like probably one of the most feared guns. Like everybody, yeah, everybody, I will admit, everybody does fear like the all right, here we go. Here's a M6 262 or ME 262 with a weird paint job, but 230 mils instead of the regular amount. No armament, wing color, targeting, vertical. Okay, but I don't know. To me, Germany is probably one of the cooler nations simply because they had a lot of. They had a strategic advantage at the beginning of the war. And everyone who's everyone has agreed that had Germany just kept on going against Britain and left Russia alone, I think they honestly would have won even if America would have joined the war. Because if you think about it, all the soldiers that died in Stalingrad and all those battles, they would not have died, therefore giving the ability to those exact same men. You would have twice, if not 3 times as many men going against America and Britain. Now, another big problem with Germany was the fact that they ran out of money. But here's the thing. If I'm correct, and I could be wrong, Herman could probably correct me on this, because he's the German expert here. I think probably most likely most of the tanks that Germany lost was probably in Russia. Because if you think about it, like, you know, Germany was more worried about getting Russia than they were Britain. Because after they got to Britain and they, like, started messing around in Britain and all, they kind of went a different direction once they got France, really. So, you know, they kind of gave up on that. Alright, I gotta be a professional and use the sight. Eat lead, mother... Wow, that thing just ate that so well. I do absolutely love this jet, though. It's such a pretty jet. You can tell, though, it's still in the experimental stage, because, like, all the wires are exposed on the inside. Maybe Herman could fill me in. Is this like the experimental version of this tank? It would be nice to have the experimental version of this airplane in the game. That would definitely be a very welcomed thing for me. Not a lot of ammunition either. But it really does really nice at flying, though. I remember watching Red Tails, and I absolutely love that movie. And the one thing that I find to be really entertaining and really interesting is the fact that if you pay attention... Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I must have busted your eardrums there. One of the things that you notice in the Red Tails movie that they put in there is when they first run into the jets, the African Americans, they are, give me a sec. I ran out of cannons, but I somehow killed him. Let's go. But the African Americans and the pilots of the B-17s, one of the B-17s gets shot up, and the ME-262s fly by, and they're like, what was that? Germany had this plane in such secrecy that nobody knew it was out yet. So when squadrons of these things were sent out, it was of such a surprise that they couldn't believe it. They actually had no idea that this thing was even in existence yet. So the fact that they added that little... Uh-oh. I don't have any ammunition. I love the fact they added that little detail into the movie. And it really, actually, it's really interesting because if you pay attention to the Japanese jet, it's basically an exact replica of the Me-262. An exact replica. If you look at it, like the only thing that they might have changed is the hull, but the wings and everything, engine mounts and everything is completely different. Which in my opinion is what makes this plane so unique, is because of the fact when it came out, it was just that vehicle that nobody had any idea about. Until it was already out, you know? But I will admit, being the history person that I am, I find that the Meteor is... don't get me wrong, the German jet is beautiful, and I love it. But the problem is the fact that the engines look like they're holding on for dear life. The Meteor does something a little bit better, in my opinion, and they mount the engines on the wing instead of mounting it underneath the wing, thus giving it a little bit less drag, if you ask me. But I could be wrong. Again, I don't really know my stuff. Oh, I'm not even going to test that. Oh, here we go. Herman, I think you were playing with this one the other day, if I remember correctly. Wait, it has a less piercing shell? Who needs that? Ugh. Wait, like, what's the difference here? Hold on. 153 millimeters of penetration. Okay, so less penetration. I'm not giving up penetration, I'm sorry. I mean, it would be smarter to use, possibly, but if I wanted to lose armor penetration, I'd just load heat shells and just play with heat shells. That would be interesting, like doing an entire stream with nothing but heat shells. But the interesting thing about this tank is actually quite interesting too, because this tank was the prototype that Porsche presented to, I think it was Hitler that checked them out. I don't know for a fact. I do know the story of the T-34 is quite interesting, but I think Hitler checked them out, and even though, you know, this thing has probably the best reverse gear I've ever seen, they decided to go with the other one instead because of how smaller it was. And I think the other thing with this tank, I could be wrong. Oh yeah, it does have like the ability to kind of do this number, so that's nice too. But I personally, I like the one that the one thing I will say that I do not understand, this is something I will never understand, is this version of the tank is quite literally the prototype version, right? Now, there was a up-armored version that was built. Everyone knows that. That's in the game. But this one is the rare vehicle, the less armored one. But the up-armored one is the one that you get for premium. Please explain to me the logic in that. But when presented, I don't remember what the reasons were that they decided, except for the fact that the hull was a little long. But the tank, in my opinion, I love the look of this thing. I really do. I love the look of the tank. I love the way it runs. Its reverse gear is very helpful. And I also love the fact that you can turn the turret all the way around and use the butt of this thing as frontal armor, which I think is very nice. But the biggest problem with German tanks is, if you pay attention, like American tanks have stabilizers. There is no stabilizer whatsoever. Here, I'm going to show Herman the German how horrible I am at this. See, I told you, I can't time my bounces. I hate trying to do it. It has really good brakes, let's go. Horrible turret traverse though, yikes. Of course the Tiger has that same problem too. You know the thing that gets me though with this thing is the gun is mounted so far forward it's not even funny. but yet it is such a good gun. Okay, for some reason that went high when it wasn't supposed to.
Panzergranate geladen!
But there's actually a lot of tanks. Me and a friend of mine, we talk about it all the time. There is actually several tanks in Warthunder that were taken out that we feel like should be
Panzergranate geladen!
added into the game again because of the fact that they were actually built. For instance, the anti-aircraft gun that was on the Panther chassis. Apparently, it was actually planned, and I think if I remember my friend correctly, there were actually like prototype versions of it being built. So there is actually a reason to have it in the game. And the Panther 2, the same thing. There were drawings made up of it. See, Warthunder's biggest problem is they're always focused on adding Russian vehicles. And something I didn't know that my friend told me, every vehicle in Russia that is called Object is literally a prototype vehicle. So every tank in the game that is called Object is quite literally a prototype, and it is not like something that was produced yet. It was in the development stages. So the fact that they have that, it ticks me off a little bit. But like they took the Panther 2 out, which I get it, the Panther 2 having like the infrared and all, it made it that tank that with the BR that it was sitting at, it was probably useless. Possibly. I could be wrong about that. But dude, I love how light this thing is. Wasn't this thing made out of wood? And if I remember correctly, this was the one that was made out of wood. Alright, the landing gear about to rip off, so we need to get them up. Now, folding. Well, okay, well we're going to start over. It's perfectly fine, the crew survived. I love how quickly this thing just lifts off the ground. Look at that. That tells you right there that this thing is extremely light. And, you know, there's a lot of people that say that they don't want to see World War II airplanes in the game. Or, not World War II, excuse me. World War I airplanes in the game. I would absolutely die if they added World War I airplanes in the game. Because of how many of them there are. Like, could you imagine how much fun that would be, even if they only added it as a game mode? Like, you know, they have like the recreation of like events, and you're trying to hold off the tanks and stuff like that. You know, they have that kind of stuff. So why not make like another page where, you know, you got realistic battles, arcade battles for ground and air and naval. Add another one over there that is quite literally just for World War I stuff. And it would be World War I arcade, World War I realistic. And it would be literally just aviation. If they just added aviation into the game, I would be happy. I would legit be happy with just aviation in this game. Holy cow, the machine guns. Alright. And the reason I say that is because, like, there's so many different variants of airplanes. And, you know, even though, you know, the only ones that would really get anything would be Britain, Russia, let's see, Britain. I don't know about Russia, though, because Russia kind of didn't have anything. They've got a lot of borrowed stuff. But I know Britain, France, and Germany would be the main ones that would get stuff. And, I know, people are complaining, well, Germany has enough stuff. Yeah, World War II wise, yes, you are correct. But let's see some World War I stuff in the game. I would enjoy it. I would greatly enjoy seeing some World War I stuff in the game. Like, everyone knows this, that the Germans made the A7V, which was like literally the crappiest freaking tank ever, because of the fact, well, I don't know about that, the French made some really crappy ones too, but like, they made some really horrible ones, right? I love the fact neither one of those did anything. Alright, well. But Herman, you've been playing the game for probably a long while. What do you think about the idea of Gaijin coming out with a crate that had literally nothing but vehicles that you could get that were rare vehicles? Like, and it would cost like 100,000 silver lions. I think that's a good idea myself. Me and a friend, me and LTK, he plays with me sometimes, me and him came up with that, and we think that that would be a great price. And the only other stipulation is you could like only buy like 1 or 5 at a time, and it would only come out like either during the birthdays or like during April Fools or some like event like that. I personally feel like it's a good idea, but then again, like, then you would get a lot of people getting like a lot of those like vehicles that are unavailable to a lot of players, and players would be paying a lot of money just to get it. But then again, if you really think about it, it could really save Gaijin a lot of money too, because those vehicles could end up making a lot of money for them because everybody would be trying to get them. Also, I have to take a quick restroom break. I will be right back. Alright, well, after playing a little bit of the planes like I have, I think I'm going to take a break off of tanks, and I'm going to play some airplanes. I don't play airplanes that much, hence why I'm not very far in the tech tree. But I'm far enough that I feel comfortable using the vehicles, so... Darn it, I hate when it does that. Oh, they got the HE-219. What does this thing have? That's the thing with the cannons. I like the one with the bombs. Let's see, I'm currently researching the BV-138, and then I'm going to go over and get the HE-100. So, just so you guys know, that is what I'm going for. We're going to use this lovely piece of junk. I say it's a piece of junk simply because of the fact that I can't fly it, but I hate trying to fly airplanes that have no freaking armament whatsoever. I mean, the dual machine. The biggest problem with Germany going against America, I will say this: Germany had, even in World War One, Germany had some of the best aces in history, right? Like if you look back to World War One, the one that everybody always talks about is the Red Baron, but nobody ever talks about the guy that actually mentored him into being as great as he was. Now, I don't know if this quote is true. I don't. But there's a quote from the Red Baron movie, and I use it all the time because I find it very nice and it's a very interesting quote, and I feel like this is something that I use a lot. We are sportsmen. Red Baron once said in the movie, I don't know if he actually said it in real life or not, but he said, we're sportsmen, not butchers. And what he was talking about was if you shot a plane up enough that it was going to go down, and you knew for a fact it was going to go down, to leave it alone. Let it crash. He would have, I believe, honestly, and I believe this with all my heart and soul, I believe that the Red Baron is not as bad as people say he was. Now, at the end, yes, the Red Baron went crazy, and due to his head injury, and he did some really stupid stuff. But who doesn't? Alright? Now, the movie, of course, turned it into more of a romance than they did anything else. But in the movie, he goes crazy, and he gets killed. But the thing that disappeared from the small amount of time from World War I to World War II was respect for the enemy. Alright, look at events like the Christmas truce, an actual event that during Christmas, the Germans, and I think it was the British, they both said, let's call a truce for a day and let's hang out. And that's what they did. They went and they played. They went and they played soccer, and they had fun with one another. It was the kind of stuff that, again, was enjoyable for them to do. They respected one another. Respect is lost for any enemy now. And that's the thing that ticks me off a lot. Why is there a bomber coming straight for me? This guy's an idiot. Yeah, enjoy that, buddy. He suffered damage to his fuselage, and that was it. That's insane. Probably should have went for his engines, but whatever. Is there something on me? No, he's trying to shoot me, that's all. I forgot that thing's got Under Armour too. Let's take those engines, shall we? I'm missing horribly. What is wrong with me? How are my freaking... There we go. That's better. Got one engine. Oh, I didn't realize they used the wing spar things on these planes too. That's cool. That's actually a really decent detail. Also, I'm leaking everything, so I'm going to end up having to head home here in a second, but I want to kill him first. If I can. I don't think I can. The plane's going to... I'm going to lose the plane. Dadgum, bro! Chill! I have nowhere I can actually... Okay, yeah, he took my engine. I got to go home. I actually legit have to try and glide this home. I don't think I'm going to make it. Let's put the nose down. Alright, we're gonna make it. We'll be fine. It's not that far. We're losing altitude extremely fast, but we'll be fine. Problem is, this plane is really, really heavy. So, yeah. Oh, and if I die, it's just 2 people. Oh, no. I should be okay, though. I'm close enough, I think I can make it. Even though I am losing a lot of altitude. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? If I can make it to, like, the edge, I should be okay. Might roll it. I might be able to roll it, and it'll take me. Alright, is landing gear a good idea right now? Probably not, but we're gonna have to use it anyway. Here we go. Oh, I killed him! Ah! I win. And he didn't kill me. Boom. 33 seconds. Let's go. Uh-oh. Well, me and a B-18 are the only thing that lies in between the enemy and us. So, yeah. Hopefully Mr. B-18 doesn't decide to do anything stupid. Why is he trying to climb that? Dude, that is a slow plane. I have never realized how slow that plane actually was. My God, that is extremely slow. That is like mocking speed slow. He must be trying to climb too much. Now it looks like he's suspended in midair, by the way. Oh boy, here we go. In the air again. We're gonna die, but we're gonna try, my lordy. I really don't want to go after that F3F, but that B-18's really just bringing him to me for me, so I gotta do something to help him. By the way, I love the fact my friend got 4 kills and a biplane. Good job for him. I'm actually gonna try and protect this guy if I can. Yeah, because he's coming in for him anyway, so I can protect him. Or at least try to. I don't know about the F3F, but I know I can take out that OS2U, I think is what they call that thing. Alright, dude. Let's see what he does. Yep, he's coming in for him. He completely missed, I think. Where'd the dude go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's more worried about killing him than he is killing me, so here we go. Let me see if I can kill him. Alright, let's see. And the other... Wow, that was very fast. Right, F3F is so hard to jump. Oh, now I gotta friggin... Ah! That guy's leaking oil. He's gonna end up going down anyway. You know what? Flip this. Follow me, boys. Come on. Y'all want to try something stupid? Come on. Alright, they're lighting me up. Come on, pretty boys. Follow me. I'm gonna let my airfield even the odds. Thank you very much, airfield. It's amazing how quickly he turned around. And for anyone wondering, no, I'm not base camping, but he did damage me enough that I do have to turn back. And I figured, well, why not have some fun and make it hard? I don't die easy. I don't let them kill me that easy, and I can't turn fight that thing. So I'm gonna have to do a head-on, and I can't do that with a damaged plane. If I do, it'll be freaking murderous. There we go, touchdown. That at least should have got him to back off. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out because of inactivity or whatever it is. Is the A1 any different than the B1? Or does the B1 just get like a slightly upgraded engine or something? I don't really know. That's the reason I'm asking. Oh, they're just taking down anti-aircraft guns and stuff to kill the time. Alright, I want to get in the air as fast as possible here. And get it up to 100. And we'll get off the airfield. Only use that when I necessarily have to, so... I don't want to go frontally with a BB-1. That's insane and suicide at the same time. I don't know where the F-3F went. He might have gotten killed. I severely doubt it. And we lost, so it doesn't matter. But I got one kill, so hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, I got another subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. I got 3,000 research points just for... Wow, that is actually insane. That is actually pathetically insane. Alright, well the B1, let's see. 76, of course that's completely upgraded. I don't have this thing spaded yet, so it'll probably be a little bit faster. Alright, well, I thank every single one of you for attending. I'm going to call it here for tonight. Thank you all for joining in. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good night.